Today I have a new turntable to unbox. I gave my old one, the Retro Life, to my youngest daughter and she's very happy with it. I've now got the Technica LP120XUSB, bit of a mouthful. This one has direct drive. You can connect it to your laptop or PC via USB. That way, if you really want to, you can rip your vinyl albums to MP3. It doesn't have Bluetooth, unlike some other models, but that doesn't really matter. I'll be playing it through my NAD amp and B&W speakers. And if I really want to, I've got a USB dongle I can plug into the amp and I can listen on my Sony Bluetooth headphones. So without further ado, let's get inside the box. I'll open up my Swiss Army knife, acquired in Chamonix in the French Alps about 20 years ago. Here we go. Smells lovely and new. I'm going to take a couple of photos so that if I have to repack it for any reason, I'll remember how it all fitted in the box. This is the felt mat, which I won't be using. So let's take off the polystyrene spacer. This one has all the accessories that you have to attach when you build it. We'll do that in a minute. And in the box at the bottom is the platen. So we'll put that to one side. It's like a large envelope. So here in this piece of polystyrene packing is the various pieces we will need to extract to build up the turntable. I'm going to cut them with my knife. This one is the tone arm weight. They all come individually wrapped. These ones up here are the hinges for the lid. This is the stylus light, which plugs into the deck. And finally, the cartridge, complete with stylus. There it is. Also in the box are two smaller boxes with connecting leads in. That's the USB. This is a RCA complete with an earth wire IC. And I think in here will be the power cord and plug. Now I'll install a couple of the little accessories here. We can undo the tone arm, which was protected in transit. Along with a little bit of felt. Got a lot of attention to detail here. This is the insert for 45s, I think that lives in there. These are the hinges for the cover, and they're going to slip in. There's brackets at the back, just a push fit. And here we have the balance weight for the tone arm. So at the moment all I'm going to do is slip it on the back of the tone arm, spin it on a few times so that it doesn't fall off. Put the clip back on. And lastly, the cartridge head and stylus, which is a plug fit into the end of the tone arm there is a little spike which has to go in a slot, and that will tell you that you've got the cartridge properly aligned. Tighten up finger tight and remove the stylus protecting cap, which I will keep. Next we'll put the platen on. It's just a drop fit, and on top of that I'm going to put my Fluence silicone mat, and now the lid, which fits on the brackets that we installed earlier. Again, just a push fit. You can test that they're operating. Yep, that's fine. And next I'm testing that the deck is entirely level both ways. So the feet are adjustable. You can screw them in or out, but I can also do the same with the feet on my shelf. So that looks good to me. Now the next thing is to balance the tone arm. So I'll release the little catch that holds it still, and what we want to do is adjust the counterweight so that the arm balances quite level. I'm not going to take it away from its support until I'm sure I got it almost there, because I don't want to drop the needle on the deck. It should be entirely horizontal. Which I think it just about is. So now, having achieved a horizontal position for the tone arm, I'm going to put it back on its rest and clamp it. And now, without turning the counterweight, I'm going to move this graduated scale so that the 0 lines up with the mark on the rear of the tone arm. Now, having done that, we want to apply the correct amount of force in weight, which for this table is recommended at 2 grams. And there we are, that's 2 grams lined up there. Final task is to set the anti-skip, which is recommended at 2. Same figure as the tone arm weight. And I think that's about it. Now, being a tidy soul, I've reduced the length of the power cord, but it's long enough so that I can pull the shelf out from the wall if need be, without accidentally unplugging the table. So into the wall and into the back of the turntable. So let's make sure that power is on. There we are. There's your little light to help you select the right track. And we have a turntable spinning. 33, 45, press both together, will give you 78, and that's really motoring. 33 will probably be my default. Turn that off. The platen is equipped with dots which, when the table is spinning at the correct speed, will appear to stay stationary. And if that isn't the case, you can make adjustments on the right here. But being a brand new turntable, I'm not expecting to have to make any adjustments just yet. The final thing to do would be to plug in the RCA cables from the back of the turntable to my NAD amplifier. In fact, I've got a set already plugged in, but these are cheap and nasty ones. I have some much better ones on order, which should be here on Monday. So I'm going to wait for those. In the meantime, happy listening.